Well, welcome back to OG's Garage. Today we're going to be changing the accelerator position sensor on this '05 Hyundai Santa Fe. So come on along and we'll work through it. The accelerator unit that we're going to be replacing is underneath the master cylinder, and you can see it right down there. It looks like a coil of cable wire or spring. It's a spring actually that brings that throttle back and forth, and that usually that accelerator, that's what we're going to be changing out today. It's a little weird getting down there, but what we're going to do first is remove the breather, everything here that's hooked up to the throttle body. So let's get started doing that. First thing we have to do, loosen up this clamp on the throttle body so we can remove. You don't have to remove that bolt all out, just loosen it up and you'll be able to take this off of here. And we can remove this wire harness here. You push down on this little clip here. Sometimes it's pretty hard to then just wiggle that out of there. There's a little spring clip on this side. Don't remove that clip. Just push it in. You'll feel it just on the edge of that. Push it in to take this wire right off of there. It's very simple. This one here, you're going to have to get a pair of pliers, and you're going to squeeze that little hose clamp, pull that back, and you'll be able to slide this hose right off of there. Okay? Once you've done that, that should come right off of there. Take these, take the clamps off your breather. There's one here, one in the back here, one here, and one behind your battery. You can just snap off and this whole unit will come out. This next step you might not have to do. I do it for a matter of convenience. You have at the bottom of this breather, you'll have these two bolts. If you undo these, you can get rid of this this case here, and it makes it a lot easier to get back to that switch. So it's up to you if you want to work around it, you know, that's fine. I'm just going to remove it. It's only those two bolts there, and I'll be able to get rid of this thing here. At least get it out of the way. Just loosen the clamp down here, and you'll be able to take that whole case out of there. So that there's a cable running from your firewall that goes to your throttle, your gas pedal, and you can see that down there, what we have to remove. Okay, and the first thing we're going to have to do is loosen this nut, rather, from, we're not going to remove it, all we're going to do is loosen it so we can get this out of the off of that switch. You'll be able to get that, remove that from there. Okay, don't lose track of those things, because you want you want this cable to go on your other one basically the same, in the same spot. So don't loosen those up too much, because you're just going to have to tighten those back up to your new one. Okay, you'll need a size 12 metric. Okay, and once you remove that second bolt, this whole unit will come off like this. Now you're going to have to remove the cable. The way you do that, and let me put this on the tripod because it's going to take two hands. Okay, so once you remove that, and I'm going to try and get out of the way here, take your cable and take it straight up from the shaft here, and you'll see there's a slot. There's a slot in that housing. Find the cable and work that pin out through that slot, and it should come right out. You'll see a slot right there on that little circle here, okay? So that's the way you remove that. Okay, now in order to line up your cable with that slot, push that in, then your cable should just be fine. This has to come up on this side and into that slot, same way it came out of, okay? You gotta line up your back one and replace that bolt. Okay, so now I tightened up both of those bolts, inserted my cable back into that slot, tightened. Now, there again, you probably have to hold the other side. And obviously reconnect your wire connector there. And that about does it. So take the opportunity to clean your little basket out there and insert it back into your holes down there, and then just place your screws down there and retighten your clamp, and then replace, make sure your filter's in there. If you want to replace your filter, slide that on there real tight. You have a connector here, and you have a hose that you have to put back on. Don't forget your clip, little clip. So this is the way everything goes on there. Retighten this, tighten up. Make sure it's pretty tight so you don't have any air leaks. If it spins around, it's not tight enough. Make sure there's no cracks or holes in that tube. If there's cracks or holes in there, you have to replace it. And of course, you have your connector. And this one here, like I said, you push this little tab in here and it releases that, and then you can wiggle it out of there. Okay. Then just put your clips back on here, this bottom one. Well, thanks for watching OG's Garage today on replacing that accelerator sensor on this '05 Hyundai Santa Fe. So hope it helped you out a little bit, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.